Every time you verify your identity online, something happens that no one told you about. Your face, your passport, and your financial history get fed into a surveillance machine. And the company running it is OpenAI. In February of 2026, 3 independent security researchers stumbled onto something they weren't supposed to find. They were poking around the infrastructure of a company called Persona, a so-called identity verification service used by Discord, LinkedIn, Coinbase, and OpenAI. What they found was not just a security flaw. It was a window into a mass surveillance operation that has been running in secret since November of 2023. Here's what happened. One of the researchers ran a basic internet scan, the kind anyone with a Shodan account can do. They found a server with a very unusual name, OpenAI Watchlist Database, with Persona. Not hidden, not encrypted, just sitting there, on the open internet, without even basic Cloudflare protection. The real IP address was visible, hosted on Google Cloud, created in November 2023, and pushed to production by March of 2024. Now, here's where it gets unsettling. When you upload your ID and take a selfie to verify your account on ChatGPT or Discord or any platform that uses Persona, you probably assume it's a simple age check. Name matches face, face matches ID, done. But the exposed source code told a very different story. The system runs 269 separate checks on every single user. Not just your name and date of birth, it scans your face using AI and compares it against a massive database of world leaders, politicians, and known criminals. It cross-references your financial records. It tracks your cryptocurrency wallets. It monitors your activity across more than 300 platforms, pulling from over 28 billion data points. And if the algorithm decides something about you looks suspicious, it flags you automatically. But that's not even the real scandal. The real scandal is where that flag goes. Buried in the exposed code, researchers found a built-in function called SAR instructions card. SAR stands for Suspicious Activity Report. These are the forms that financial institutions file directly with FinCEN, the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, which is a bureau of the United States Treasury. The same system that takes your passport photo for a chatbot has a direct pipeline to federal intelligence agencies. And the code references didn't stop there. The researchers found 2 intelligence program codenames embedded in the source, Project Shadow and Project Legion. They also found a tool called ONYX, hosted on Persona's government server, which matches the exact description of a $4.2 million AI surveillance contract held by ICE, Immigration, and Customs Enforcement. ONYX scrapes social media and the dark web. It builds digital footprints on individuals. It tracks emotional sentiment, and it assigns risk scores, flagging people for what it calls violent tendencies. Let me say that again. The same company that processes your selfie for Discord's age verification is running a tool that scores your emotional state and decides whether you might be dangerous. All without your knowledge, all without your consent. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. When this story broke, Persona's CEO did something remarkable. He showed up in the comments on social media, trying to get people to verify their identity through Persona on the platform X. The irony? Security researchers quickly pointed out that the CEO of Persona, the company that processes millions of passports, selfies, and facial geometry scans, does not have a profile picture on his own LinkedIn account. The man asking you to hand over your biometric data won't even show his own face online. Persona released a statement. They said they do not share customer data outside of scope. They said they do not work with the Department of Homeland Security or the United States government. But in the very next sentence, they admitted they are actively seeking government contracts. They also said Peter Thiel is an investor, but insisted there is no relationship with Palantir, the surveillance company Thiel co-founded. And then they said they would not be commenting further because engaging on social media, and I quote, amplifies things. Meanwhile, Discord had previously promised its users that facial scans never leave your device, that Persona never receives your actual face data. Researchers proved that was a lie. Your biometric data was sent directly to Persona's servers, where it was stored for up to 3 years, cross-referenced against government databases, and processed through AI screening tools with direct hooks into federal law enforcement. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is 53 megabytes of exposed, readable source code that anyone could download. No hacking required, no password needed. The surveillance infrastructure was sitting on the open internet unprotected for anyone to find. And this is the part that should genuinely concern you. This system has been live since late 2023. That means every person who verified their identity on ChatGPT, Discord, LinkedIn, or any other persona-powered platform over the past 2.5 years has potentially had their biometric data processed through this pipeline. Facial geometry mapped, financial records cross-referenced, risk scores assigned, and suspicious activity reports filed, all without a single notification to the user. Now, zoom out for a second, because this isn't just about one company. This is the model. Governments around the world are now mandating identity verification for social media. Brazil just implemented it. Spain is pushing for it. The UK has been building data centers for it. And the company they're all turning to for verification is Persona. The same Persona that runs 269 background checks on every user. The same Persona with intelligence codenames in its source code. The same Persona with a direct pipeline to FinCEN. This is how surveillance gets normalized. Not through jackbooted thugs kicking down your door. Through a friendly pop-up that says, "Please verify your identity to continue." Through a selfie you take in 2 seconds and forget about. Through a checkbox that says, "I agree to the terms of service," terms that no human being has ever fully read. The question is not whether this is happening. The source code is public. The evidence is documented. The question is what you do now that you know. Every time a platform asks for your face, your passport, or your government ID, understand what you're really handing over. Not just proof that you're a real person. A biometric key that unlocks your entire digital life, your finances, your social connections, your political leanings, and your emotional profile. And once that key is in the system, you don't get it back. The watchers don't need to follow you anymore. You hand them the map yourself. Now you know, and knowing is the first step to protecting what's yours.